Yo, 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 yo. What's up? The Earlverse is in the house. Yeah, it really was. Sasha, go to sleep, though. We'll talk about it tomorrow, I'm sure, as well. Yes, there are some legends. I was Sasha, to be honest with you. To be completely honest with you. That is exactly what I was doing. So good eye. Sometimes I have to go to the bathroom. I apologize. But, you got to go. Don't worry about it. Yeah, really, I'm not very political. But, yeeks, what a tough day. Either side, man. It's, whether you like Charlie Kirk or not, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, in the middle. Politically, I'm kind of in the middle. But, oh, do we have a troll in the stream? I didn't even notice. How many chances? Well, it depends what you do, to be honest with you. I kind of like your style, though. So I'm pretty lenient on idiots in this stream, to be honest with you. Not really, because there's a lot of things I don't like the Republicans that they do. But, to be honest with you, Brittany, I think that both parties are full of shit. They just say what they think you want them to say. And then that gets them into office. And then you're kind of, you're stuck with them for 2 years, 4 years, or 6 years. It's a tragedy, Tanner. I don't, Brittany, but, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I don't think there is a right or wrong. I don't think the left is wrong. I don't think the right is wrong. Buddhist priest, you know what? You can be a mod because you're a soldier in the Earl Army. Welcome, Buddhist priest. Kip Smith, I just made Buddhist priest a moderator because he is someone I trust. I did see the video footage, and yeeks. That's... there's certainly no good news about this, but I'm going to guess that I look like a Bond. Oh, the band. I thought you said Bond villain. It's really amazing, though, when you look at some of the online sleuths who have already started doing the legwork of, I guess there was a plane that left Utah about an hour after the shooting, and then its transponder went off for about 30 minutes, and then it popped back up on the air. Congratulations, though, to Buddhist priests for being R.I.P. O.J. Well, we're not really talking about O.J. Simpson, but I guess we can. You see those tweets from yesterday? Well, I don't know what you're referring to, Mr. Baker. So, yeah, I mean, the fact that he has a wife and two very young kids. I mean, it's just, it's okay to disagree with each other. Um, but, it's just, right now my mind is, let's catch this guy. Um, Host, you do know he was a loudmouth Trump sheep. I'm not sure. I do have thick glasses, RJ. I can't even consider that an insult. I have bad vision, so I apologize if I'm not visually appealing to you. You piazza. So, but I can't argue with you. I mean, it was interesting. Well, I have a big head, RJ, so I need thick glasses to hold my large cranium. So it's going to be interesting when they find this person. I mean, obviously, I'm not a fan of them, but they had to be military with that kind of precision. No, he did not deserve to go out that way. I mean, that is a tough shot, 200 yards away. I mean, I don't know if he was aiming for the neck. I'm assuming he was aiming for the head, but got, 2 inches below. So, hold on, waiver. Did you do a joke I missed? I might have to put you on suspension waiver for a second. I don't know, Matthew. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's, I mean, no, Kip Smith, I'm not saying it was a sniper, but I mean, I think my dog has to go to the wee-wee, so we're going to have to go outside for 2 seconds. But, that's the beauty of my stream versus others. I can go mobile. So, hold on. This is what a great dog she is. She always lets me know. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Yeah, I mean, I do see a fair amount of new people in the stream. For those of you who don't know about this little thing, who is the love of my life, she has a partially collapsed trachea and a little bit of a heart condition, so it's just the way it is. So, I mean, 200 yards away, a direct headshot, because I think the shooter, whoever it was, probably knew that Charlie was wearing a bulletproof vest, so he knew not to shoot him in the chest area. Isn't this fucking dog amazing? Well, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say where they were aiming. I'm going to assume that they were. Look at that. I mean, this dog is the fucking best. Yeah, please hit the like and subscribe button. I don't ask you guys for much. And although I'm not very political, I feel we have to talk about today's events. Look at that face. Look at that face. She's smiling right now. it's, from the few clips of, I'll give her a little bit of a snack because she's a good baby. From the few clips that I've seen, the shooter looked like he was fairly well covered up. So, and by the way, unfortunately, when something like this happens, because they've got the legendary John Miller. John Miller was the guy who interviewed bin Laden in the cave. So, it'll be interesting to see how long it takes to catch them. I was talking, it's funny, last night, about how it's almost impossible today to commit crime. I'm a psychopath, 100% there. That's a fact, Jack. Because there's cameras everywhere. And, someone mentioned OJ earlier in the stream. If you think in 1994, if you had Ring cameras and all the smart cameras and all that stuff back then, you could literally just look at everyone's Ring camera who lived on Bundy and probably piece together who killed Nicole and Ron. And that's the same thing with this. You got to figure, I haven't been on a college campus in a very long time, but even when I used to go on UCLA's package campus to play basketball. And even back then, I was shocked at how many cameras were on. You got to figure on that campus, there was probably, I'm going to guess, 500 cameras at every corner, or, combined. So they should have a good idea where they went to, and like if they ran into a car or something. And then I don't do requests, but you remind me of American Dad. Well, I'll take that. That's not a complete insult. So, it's not exactly a compliment, to be honest with you. But it's the internet, so I don't take offense to too many things that are said to me in this stream. Well, it depends. He was seen running across the roof. I'm assuming there's probably not cameras on the roof per se, but wherever he jumped off, I'm sure there was cameras. Literally, you can track someone's movements pretty precisely. And then I would say if he jumped into a car, you could trace the car. It's no, it's all good, CH. It's all good. So why did they arrest that old guy? What was the reason he was a shooter initially? I think they arrested the first guy because of some faulty crowd intel. Like, hey, we saw that guy over there. And so, and it was so early that, they probably went with maybe not the best lead, but, it was a real clusterfuck. So, there's already conspiracy theories. If you go on X right now, there's pictures of a bush on the roof that, without a high resolution, it looks like someone's dressed in camouflage. But then some guy, I'm amazed at people who can are internet savvy, and some guy just took a high definition Google Earth picture, and it's literally just a bush. So, yeah, I think the CNN guy was basically giving the layout of the campus, and I guess there's an interstate right up the road, and a lot of traffic. But if they have an idea of the car he was driving, you could track it pretty easily. I mean, it's pretty fucking amazing what technology the law has access to. So, um, did you see the hand signals from the people behind Charlie? I did not. So, I did not. I mean, I saw one unedited clip. Oh, it's pretty tough to watch, man. And then, of course, someone had a screenshot of, unless it was fake, but it didn't look fake, of the wound, like literally has it happened. Well, I mean, we should care about everyone dying back. So I understand what you're saying, though. No, we don't have anything but speculation. I mean, until you get the person, I mean, I'm gonna guess. I mean, if I'm in charge of the investigation, I think he died before he got to the hospital. Um, so I would guess. I didn't know I was banned from the Levyverse, to be honest with you. I don't know why I would be banned from the Levyverse, but I mean, if I were the lead investigator, it has to be a military shooter. So you look at people maybe who recently got kicked out of the military. You look at could be an extremist with military training. I mean, that's a tough shot, 200 yards away, a direct headshot. So, um, where do you stand between this? What do you mean, Reagan, Curran? I mean, I don't think anyone should die because of their political beliefs, and I don't think anyone who doesn't believe what I believe should. I think it's a free speech country, um, and it's. But I don't know if that's answering your question. 910 was an inside job. Okay, now we got some people joking around in here. Well, waiver, way to keep the mood light. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, he got shot in the neck. I'm wondering if it was, if he was trying to hit him in the temple, but an incredibly accurate shot. I mean, from 200 yards away. There's, I don't want to say, is that my buddy Kyle Anderson? Fuck yeah, if it is. And if it's not, hello, Kyle Anderson. Oh, maybe he was trying to do it to get close to 9. I mean, definitely a sharpshooter. I mean, I know friends of mine who are Marine snipers. I mean, they can pull off shots like that, even with there's wind and whatnot. I mean, I don't think a civilian could do that shot. So the message is held for review. That's got to be a good one. Yeah, I mean, you can't pull off that kind of a shot with zero training. So, I'm going to assume you're going to look at gun ranges and gun nuts and the usual characters, the modern day extremists. And I mean, I think it'll be fairly easy to narrow down the potential people. But do you know Rob Schneider? I do know Rob Schneider. I have not, CH. Wait, was that one mine? So, Earl, you think Tony made Hans Kim delete his? I don't know what Tony does with his Kill Tony people. I mean, I don't find Hans Kim funny, so I don't look at Hans Kim's X account. So, I think, I don't know nothing, man. So, biggest show in months. Well, you should have seen last night, baby. SC, we got the Yonder Wizard bump. I mean, I'm starting to think nighttime is a good time for me to stream because, even though my analytics page tells me that most of my fan base is on YouTube from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., my biggest streams have all been at night. So it's confusing. Like, do I stream in the daytime? Do I stream at night? So, well, I mean, listen, he's not funny to me. To me, he's just doing recycled um, Bobby Lee, material. I just don't find it funny. I don't. I'm not sitting there telling you people to, to find him not funny. I don't find him funny. But I don't find most of those Kill Tony comics funny. I'm not hating on the show or, I mean, I know in comedy when another comic says this isn't funny, oh, you're bitter, you're not on it. I can call Tony tomorrow and be on the show. Um, you know, but I mean, both sides of the party are going to use it to their advantage. He's a martyr now. And, they'll say, well, the left caused this, and then the left will say the right caused this. But let's get back to Kill Tony talk. I mean, I don't think Kill Tony's good for stand-up, but, like, I understand why it's magic. Come on now. I mean, listen, I'm not going to lie. The second I got to be honest with you, I'd never heard of Charlie Kirk before. So, um, but are you high? No, I'm not high. I'm straight edge, baby. I did not, to be honest with you. I'm not very political, so I don't know the players on the periphery of the on either party. I'm sure there's a Democratic version of Charlie Kirk. Oh, really, Kyle? By the way, everyone, please follow Kyle Anderson. He's a soldier in the Earl Army. So, it's just, I mean, if they don't catch this guy in the next 24 hours, they're probably not going to. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was so well covered up. And, it depends on how smart he was with the getaway. If he got into a car with license plates, which he probably didn't, I'm going to assume. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be very interesting. But watch CNN because they have, one, they need the ratings. And two, they have the best analyst in town, John Miller. No, it was not Lee Harvey Oswald. In terms of the jokes, I haven't seen one funny joke. I have not, Urban. I don't know who either of those people. Yes, I have been straight edge. I've never had a drink or a drug in my life, Jack. So most people think I'm high because of the way I talk and the monotoneness of my voice, but I'm actually, I've never even had a cigarette. So, what up, Marky Mark? Earl listens to Minor Threat. I don't, I'll be honest with you there. I did know, by the way, I will be on MLC tomorrow. I'm making my once every 3 to 4 month return on the show. So, I mean, I think that's a birth joke, Scott. So, Waver, you're a little off tonight. You might have to super chat the next joke. Hey. So, yeah, I just once every few months I do it. Chad promised me that we'll be talking football. I really have no interest in talking about Karmic X on Kratom shooting loads. It's just not my thing. I would say Kevin Brennan's biggest accomplishment to me is being on prime David Letterman. I mean, I don't think people really realize how big of a deal that is to me. I mean, as a comic, I think if you were to ask, I mean, outside of the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson and getting the couch, serious comics, you want Letterman because he's like Letterman. Um, so hit the like and subscribe button, guys, please. I don't know. I mean, I believe Chad will be on. I mean, he's the one who asked me if I wanted to do it. Usually, it's me, Chad, and Kevin, maybe somebody else. I don't believe Letterman is the next target. I mean, listen, you got to be. I mean, I'm sure even someone we all know, like Alex Stein, he's a real provocateur. Don Rickles was the fucking best. Earl, can you double team KB against Chad tomorrow? The chat will love you. Did you see the ring switched fingers? I did not. I mean, I don't get involved in, that stuff with Chad and Kevin. That's their war, not mine. Now you might say, well, you're getting involved because you're going on the fucking show, but I only go on that show every now and then because I find Kevin like is the funniest out of us all. So, well, I mean, you look at, Alex Stein should up his security. I mean, he basically begs for people to hit him. And, I'm sure there's other, I mean, listen, there's a lot of hate on both sides. So, if you're like a Rush Limbaugh type of personality for either party, man, you better wear your bulletproof vest. And are you happy Howard Stern is back? I don't watch Howard Stern, so I'm not happy. I'm not unhappy. I haven't watched Howard Stern since Jackie left, to be honest with you. So, trying to buy super chats, but it ain't work. Don't worry about it, Hi-Fi. You do enough for me. Uh-oh, here we go. First super chat of the day. Waiver, $5. Mom also said I had a twin that died at birth, much like Elvis Presley. Except my twin bro that didn't make it was one that had the talent. Hey-oh, hey-oh. You know what happens when you get the money, honey. Thank you very much, Waiver, in the house. So I had to block Skank. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I mean, I'm not hating on Howard Stern. I like Jackie, I mean, Artie, I'm not saying I never watched an episode with Artie, but Artie to me made it too much about him. So I just, I didn't like it. And Artie's a great comic, obviously. I read Artie's book. Shit, I cried during Artie's book. When he talked about his dad, because it reminded me of me and my dad at times. So, but I think Stern slowly he was kind of turning into what he made fun of. I don't know if Artie Lang would have been a great roast comic. I mean, he's obviously a very funny comic, but I think that Artie, you could tell he's sensitive. Like, if I was roasting him, I would blast him for being fat. How the fuck are you a fat heroin addict? The nose, the movies that were bombs. I mean, there's a lot to work on. Now, if he was smart, he'd be, hey, man, I might be fat, but I still get more pussy than you do. You don't. Yeah, I don't think anyone's celebrating. I mean, I'm sure there's a few on the left and a few extremists who are celebrating the death, but it's just stupid, I mean, like I said, whether you liked him or disliked his views, no one deserves to die. You look like John Mayer's older brother. I don't know what John Mayer's older brother looks like, to be honest with you. So who is going to protect Charlie's little girls from Trump now? I don't know, though. Let's not forget Clinton, too. He was on that island, too. Artie is sober now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's Earl sober, and then there's Artie sober. I have a hard time believing that Artie Lang is sober. So we'll see about that. Oh, yeah, I mean, nothing's going to get done, the gun control and, We need more guns. We need less guns. This happened in 2 weeks. Once the initial shock of this horrible day fades away, no one will give a shit about gun control. So, yeah, I mean, I did a episode of Roast Battle with Artie. This is when I was the heckler, and he was a judge, and he literally fell asleep at the judge's table. And to show you how locked in he was on drugs, I said, "Hey, Artie, I got a bump for you." Literally went like that. So, and then I saw people giving him drugs outside, right by my name on the wall. So, um, it was just kind of sad to see, to be honest with you. Um, but he has a lot of enablers around him, and that's the problem. These fucking losers on the sidewalk of the comedy store giving him drugs when he was clearly fucked up. But that's just the way it is. Message held for review. I didn't get to see it, so you mods are fast. Buddhist priest is fast. Yeah, I mean, I'm only talking about politics tonight because of, I mean, it's not too many times you see an assassination on television. But Kip Smith is a good bird. So if you have a problem with Kip Smith, the problem's usually on you. Just like people who have a problem with me. Who killed, we don't do all caps in here, Hector, but, we can, I mean, in terms of suspects, like I said, if I'm doing a profile of 100% it's sad stuff, no matter where your political beliefs fall on what side of the fence. If I'm doing a profile, it's definitely got to be military training. I mean, no civilian is going to be able to do a headshot from 200 yards out. Gary Carbone, you seem obsessed with Norm Macdonald. One of the greats. That's a fact, Jack. So we got a lot of new people in here. I appreciate that. So please, you new people, you noobs in here, hit the like and subscribe button. I don't ask you guys for much, and we've already hit the goal of $5. My goal is to actually do an hour stream and make no money, so I'm going to have to PayPal you that money back waiver. Hello. Yes, subs are the biggest ones. I mean, obviously, I want you to hit the like button, but the subs are really what I'm after. I can feel it in my bones. I'm close to cracking the algorithm, but, you can crack the algorithm fairly easily, but so far I have not. Yes, God bless Charlie Kirk, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a hitman, but even if it's just a hitman, I would say the wrestler Kamala has a new book out. I'd read that. I don't do stuff for subs. You either think I'm funny or you don't. But I will do this for you, Earth Brain. I'm confident that what I'm about to say next will get you to sub. Let me make sure I got no buggers. This is for a sub from Earth Brain. EA Sports. It's in the game. I should have a new sub. If I don't, I'll be pissed. Earl, watch the movie Eddington and give me your thoughts. I don't know what that movie's about. It better have an action sequence in it. Well, I don't think you can blame any one person. I mean, I think you can blame politics in general. You don't, listen. Mark, well, I don't need that kind of talk in here. feel free to unsubscribe if you don't like what you see. I mean, my goal is to get people to subscribe and to never unsubscribe. But listen, I'm not for everyone. I realize that, this stream is popular tonight because of what happened today. There's not going to be an assassination every day. So my usual topics of hockey and pro wrestling probably don't titillate a lot of people. That's a little too deep for here, Buddhist priest. You gotta know the audience. I don't know who Nick Fuentes is. Let me look up who Nick Fuentes is, because I'm not very political now. For those of you who know me, you're probably shocked by that. Because for those of you who don't know, my Aunt Ethel is RFK Jr.'s mom. So, as an American far-right political pundit, activist, and live streamer who promotes white supremacist, what is he, Andrew Tate? I mean, listen, all these guys got to be a little nervous, to be frank. So, yeah, don't. If anyone super chats me, Earl, do your favorite line from the movie Predator. I'm not going to do it. So you're just going to be giving me money basically for nothing. So, yes. Well, the world does come to my stream. I mean, it does. That's the whole point. Well, Calrissian, did he survive? Well, I mean, all it takes is for one idiot who knows how to shoot a gun. You know, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they handle this topic on Gutfeld. You can't really be funny about it. So, I mean, I've done all I can. I was listening to a self-help book yesterday, because I was like, fuck, man, Rob Schneider called. I should have heard by now. And it's just like, you got to try as hard as you can on something and you just let it go. But I did have, well, I don't want to say where, SCV could probably guess what club I'm talking about. But I did have a booker in New York, Nueva York, reach out to me today and go, anytime you want to play the club, you're in. So, I mean, I don't mean to take a stand on any issue. Yeah, well, I mean, I would imagine Gutfeld probably knew Charlie Kirk. So, I would also imagine that, the tone was a little more subdued. Well, I mean, listen, I'm not, no, I said a good club. But, I challenge everyone in the room to stand up. So, yeah, I mean, it's children, just like, I mean, there's no good news, but he probably died pretty fast. Earl, have you ever seen that recent Greta Thunberg pic where you can see how large her gazongas are? I have not. Can you Instagram that to me at Earl Skakel? So, 100% Earth Brain. I agree with you there. Yeah, stand and deliver. That Opal guy, I would love to tweet it to you. Tweet it to me, Earl Skakel. Let me get my X account ready. So I see. By the way, I've already gotten a birthday card from somebody who is a fan of mine. My birthday is a week from today, September 17th. And someone in the stream, I'm going to assume it's a super chat. The money, honey. But I'm not going to open it till my birthday. What up, TB? Please do tweet it at me. Let me get my Twitter page up so I can do a live reaction to whoever is going to tweet me a picture of some broad's gazongas. I don't think Kirk was on the Epstein files, but I don't know. Maybe he was. I don't really know a lot about them. My cousin was on the Epstein files. Um, yes, we love the gazongas and the stream. So please, um, BYB podcast. We've got a legend in the Dabbleverse world. Is that the Quad Father or one of his underlings? I always have a lot of, the Quad Father is a bit of an internet provocateur, but I will always have love for the Godfather, the Quad Father, sorry, because he was one of the few people to try and help me get monetized. All my friends in the Dabbleverse and other online personalities, nobody would help me. And the Quad Father was very helpful, along with Tracy Carnazzo. Um, so, yeah, I mean, thank you, Glitch. I assume that he died relatively fast. I mean, the bullet hole seemed to be about right here. And that's the carotid artery. So, it's like when the hockey goalie Clint Malarchuk, um, when he got slashed or not slashed, when the skate blade hit his carotid artery. That trainer had about 2 to 3 minutes to save his life, and he did. So, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, so everyone follow BYB podcasts. They are a little heavy on the Dabbleverse content. I am not, but there's nothing wrong with the Dabbleverse. I just don't like to talk about it. So, um, but if that's your thing, what up, Ryan? Um, Now that's pretty funny, Alan. Is that an original one? Yes, you do the dabble. That's a fact, Jack. But I just feel, Quad, that I'm not really. Here we are at 10:30 in Los Angeles. I'm sure the Dabbleverse has been talked about basically since 7 or 8 a.m. my time. So I don't think 15 hours into the day that I have anything to add. But don't get me wrong. I watch your guys stream a lot lately, and MLC, of course, Melton, Mersh a little bit. So yes, Dan Tan is staying open. Kevin Hayes, the hockey player, or Kevin Hates? Dabbleverse, real long story short, TB is a group of streamers, I would say about 15 in number, who hate each other, and they all comment on each other and basically do a roast battle online. I don't participate in it, but I am going on MLC tomorrow, so there's that. What up, Keith, in the house? All good, Waiver. So, but this is how my stream functions. I say follow BYB, and maybe someday, in his stream, he'll say follow Earl, or whatever. Yonder Wizard is half the reason a lot of people were in the stream last night. Probably the only reason that we had, I think, at a peak, 700 people in here. So, I think there's enough pie for us to all eat from. I'm simply just trying to crack the algorithm. So thank you for the 42 thumbs and the 37 people in here. And, I'm sure I'll get a few new subscribers. Last night I got 20 new subscribers, which for me is a lot. You'd think it'd be a little more than that with 700 people in here, and I'm going to assume most of them new, but I haven't seen the tits yet. Did you send me something on Twitter? What are your thoughts on assassinations considering your family? Well, that's a topic that I can talk about because I've had 2 uncles assassinated. I don't think Oswald acted alone. I personally don't think he was that good of a shooter to use a bolt action rifle and hit Kennedy 2 or 3 times. I believe he had help. I believe there was some fishiness going on with the RFK assassination. That a guy with a gun could basically get in the fucking front row. I mean, think about that happening today. That guy wouldn't have gotten into the parking lot today. Um, so yeah, I mean, I saw, of course, I had to see a fully unedited version of the clip, and it's pretty bad. Even the CNN clip that they show it right up till he got shot in the neck. Um, um, it's pretty tough to watch. So it's yeah, I mean, 100%. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think, and to be honest with you, it's probably like you can't protect everyone. I mean, this guy Kirk was probably low on the protection list of. I think he probably hired his own security, which looked to be about 6 or 7 guys when they were carrying him to the car. Um, I mean, you'd think after the Trump thing, um, I mean, it looked like Trump wrote it, to be honest with you. But you would think after the Trump assassination that you would have snipers on every rooftop. If I'm speaking tomorrow at a college campus, my security team will be on every high-rise building where the stage is accessible. But um, 100% it's expensive. So I'm going to assume a guy like Charlie Kirk, who was probably making pretty good money at this point, um, I mean, was paying around the maximum of what he could afford. He looked like he had about 3 people surrounding the stage. It looked like about 6 people carried him to the car. That's expensive. I mean, you're talking those. Let's say he had 10 people working security. That's probably 100 grand. Um, you know, given what these guys charge. So, um, Kirk had great security. Well, I don't know if he had great. I don't think he had great security, to be honest with you, Kip. Um, well, thank you, Bio. But I mean, I understand what you're saying. I mean, it's not necessarily, you know, I'm, his security was probably hamstrung, and they said, "Hey, I want people to come up to me." Um, so I didn't. Did you send me the picture, or unbanned? I didn't see the picture yet. Did you at me? Well, I think in JFK's situation, it was just like, what could happen? There's no way, I don't think, JFK, I think, was like 9/11. There's no one's ever going to shoot the president. And every now and then the trolls do, we're going to go about another 10 minutes, guys, another 10 minutes. So get your questions in, and, we'll convene tomorrow, hopefully. Earl, if a third uncle gets it, are you going to start to suspect yourself? 100%, 100%. Find Jesus. Well, all right. Thank you for that information. Greetings, San Zonder. I'm Irish myself, so welcome aboard the Earl train. And please hit the like and subscribe button. You still close the store? I do. Every Saturday night, I close the Comedy Store. And I get paid enough where I don't have to do the road. I know that's a big thing in the Dabbleverse, is going over people's road gigs. But I get a few other non-Saturday night gigs. So Nick DiPaolo needs more security. I think anyone who is politically outspoken probably has to be concerned. You could put on a tough guy talk, but there's a lot of fucking sickos out there on both sides. So, what do you mean Lincoln was assassination? I'm talking about modern times. Um, Jesse James. Uh, yeah, I don't think Jesus is lost. I'm of the belief Jesus was gay. He only hung out with the 12 disciples, and they kicked out Mary Magdalene from under the table. I mean, come on. What do you think she wanted to do down there? So it'll be interesting the next 24 hours to see if they don't catch this guy. I'm assuming it's a guy. I mean, there are female assassins, I guess. They could be in another country by now. So, I mean, I think in general, most assassinations are thought of as there's no way it can happen. I mean, look at all the security Reagan had around him. He probably had 10 Secret Service around him, and yet guy just walked up and shot him. I added Earl Skakel. Is this thing on? All right, let me look on Twitter and see how big her gazongas are. Let's see. I'm getting. So let's go on my Twitter, or X, whatever you call it. I don't see anything from you, unbanned Josh Denny fan, unless you. I'm waiting. Jesse James is like saying you're a rebel. BYB, I'm a great shot with anything, guns, arrows, slingshot. They, them is crazy. I mean, could be a female assassin. I mean, that's something you never really think about, but greetings, Earl, and he walks or drive up and down the main streets of Hollywood. What up, JJ? I mean, let's see. Let's go online and look up Charlie Kirk theories. Let's see what conspiracies are. Here's one. I'm on Reddit, so who knows where this is going to go. Wow, that's crazy, TB. Could be a transgender assassin. I mean, it would be hard to. I mean, I haven't seen a real close-up of the picture. The FBI is a. Okay. That's the crazy thing is the topic of the discussion when Kirk got shot was assassinations. So here's a good scenario number one. Someone takes issue with Kirk, shoots him. Political grievance, or it could be delusional motive like Hinckley. Scenario number two, Putin orders a hit on a high-profile MAGA ally. Scenario number three, the Epstein switcheroo. Basically, he was killed to take the sting off the Epstein stuff. And scenario number four, false flag fandango. Trump orders a hit. Now we're getting on and the ridiculousness. Unbanned Josh Denny fan, you have lied to me. I have not gotten any message on, some girl's jugs. I mean, I don't think it was Donald Trump, though. I'll say that. I mean, could be someone from the left. Could be someone from the right who didn't like what Kirk was saying and thought he's ruining my party. Could be something like that. Could be someone in the middle that was just like, fuck this guy. So, message, help, or review. Those are always fun. Earl, do you think Charlie gave a brief thought for the possible diameter of Greta's? Jesus Christ, bro. Josh, send the picture, man. How can I comment on the picture when you won't send me the picture? So, I mean, I'm sure you could find the unedited video on Reddit somewhere. So, at Earl Skakel on X. I mean that is my name on X. So let's see. No, I've gotten nothing. I've gotten nothing from you. Did you? Yeah, I've gotten nothing on it. Yeah, I think you're stringing me along. By the way, crazy to me that Minnesota Wild superstar Kirill Kaprizov turned down an 8-year, $128 million deal from the Minnesota Wild. So let's guess where he's being traded to. We're at the 60-minute mark. Interesting. Should we go a few more minutes or should I just leave? Should I stay or should I go now? If I do, there will be trouble. So I'm going to the gym, Jump and Slash. Kiss Alive was about as live as Julius Caesar, but it's still a great album, if you know what I'm saying. Earl is stringing me along. You think Greta ever wears a string bikini with those things? Lala in the house. Lala, very funny comic in the Orange County area. So it would have been the biggest contract ever, but I believe that he really wants to play in Chicago. So I don't know. That's going to be a hell of a trade because I don't know if Chicago has enough to trade for him. I'm assuming he wants to play with Bedard. I mean, that would be a hell of a duo, but interesting. Yes, the Western Hockey League. Can you get me a free jersey that says Skakel on the back? Come on, man. You guys are really titillating me with this Greta picture. Kip Smith, you're reliable. Can you send me that picture on Twitter? I don't know what Josh Denny's talking about. Maybe now's a good time for everyone to message Gutfeld. Everyone can tell him Earl can talk about the assassination since you have experience with the Kennedy history. All right, that's what we're going to do. You guys often ask me, Earl, how do we help a streamer if we can't give you the money, honey? You guys can all X or Instagram Gutfeld and say you must have Earl Skakel on. He has experience in political assassinations in his family. His uncle was JFK. Don't go over the top because that hurts more than it helps. And then, or if one person, I'm going to assign, let me see, one person should do the tweet and then everyone retweets it. That's better. Or you know what, just you guys do what you want. I've been sending postcards to Craig Ferguson asking him to have you on once a month for years. What the fuck? When you see that pic, you'll need to cover her face. It'll put you off. I don't know what picture you guys are talking about. Can someone on Instagram or Twitter send me the Greta pic so I can judge for myself how big her bazongas are? So Ferguson hasn't been on the air in 8 years. No wonder you haven't fucking helped me. You're sending pictures to a canceled TV show from 8 years ago. What the fuck? Greta, let's see if I just put in Greta tits in the picture. Greta tits. All right, here's the first thing that pops up. We just learned that Greta had big milkers and they blew them up. I'm still not seeing. I don't see any picture. To be honest, I know Greta tits is in my search. Let me see Greta Busty. Let's see that. Let's see. I, I mean, they're not that big. I mean, they're big, but they're not. I mean, they're not that big. I got some butter for you. Yeah, they probably did. I better scrub my hard drive right now. Hey, all right, let's. I'm gonna clear all recent searches. Fuck yeah. You're not taking me down. I don't know, Lala. I don't know. Yes, it is a horrible day for the nation. That's. I'm not looking for He-Man's pecs, you pervert. I don't know. Some girl with big tits. I don't know. I mean, like, you know. I mean, I've dated some girls with big tits. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's a fake pic. Well, there you go. So, all right, guys. Well, we'll go another 5 minutes, and then I think. Sorry, Earl, I might have accidentally been sending these pics to Henry Bushkin by accident. Hopefully, it helps you get on the Tonight Show. I mean, right now I'm just trying to get on Gutfeld, but let me check on. Let me see if anyone's written that tweet. No, they have not. All right, we got some. I mean, X is wild today, man. Some of the tweets on this stuff. Yeeks. There's some wacky people out there. Yikes. What are you gonna do? Yes, I don't want to see Greta Van Susten's tits. That's a fact, Jack. I've never seen Twitter like it was today. Yeah, I mean, there's some definite freak of the weeks on X today. But that always happens when something politically divisive happens. But I don't think. I mean, I just read one thing on Reddit that said Trump had him shot. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, what's scarier than the assassination is the thoughts on the assassination. Have you been in any pods lately? Let me see. Yeah, I was on the Roast Battle podcast last week. If you go on Roast Battle on YouTube, and I think it's their weekly podcast, you can check that out if you are interested in Roast Battle. I mean, most people are not, but yeah, I mean, Kevin really does not like Ashley Cummings. That's for sure. But I don't know a lot of people who do. I mean, I did take one of her yoga classes. I don't think she was the teacher, but I took a class in her studio. Oh, thank you, Gully. I mean, that is one of my better jokes, to be honest with you. How long you think you're going to live for, big guy? I don't know. I mean, hopefully a couple more decades. What's up, AW1? Yeah, I mean, you gotta like. The guy had a wife and two kids. So you can hate his political beliefs, and that's fine. But I'd say the same thing if someone from the left got shot. Um, yeah, let's get. Yeah, Mike Douglas. Start messaging Mike Douglas. Um, and we got 2 more minutes, guys, and then I'm going to go to the gym and work on Already My Fabulous Body. What song on Alive is your favorite? I would say Rock and Roll All Night. It just really shows you the energy that Kiss had. I like Cold Gin as well. What's your favorite song, TB? Of course, I really like the live too better. But good night, Northwest Ken. Thank you as always for tuning in, and for all the new people in the stream. Thank you guys. This has been a very good stream. Yeah, I mean, I don't wish death on anyone. I mean, whether it be, I mean, even when Jeff got cancer, I was like, I hope he gets better, and I really meant it. I still don't like him, but I don't want anyone dying. Um, we don't talk about Jeff and that subject in here. I know my stream is being watched. I don't miss the gym artwork. That's a fact, Jack. I mean, Gold's Gym is pretty generic inside. Hey, we got 50 people in here and 52 likes. You guys are Earl soldiers. Thank you guys. Maybe this is my time to stream around 9 p.m. my time. I don't know. The analytics say that this is probably the worst time to stream for me. But, I don't know. We don't talk about Ray DeVito in here. That's super chats only. I've got to have some rules in the stream now that the stream is getting slightly more popular. We don't talk about Ray DeVito unless it's super chats only. The Dabbleverse can be spoken about for free if Doom is in here. And as you can see, we had a legend of the Dabbleverse in BYB. But yeah, we don't talk about Karmic X shooting loads and on Kratom. We don't do that. This is not that kind of stream. Someone sent a super chat on my behalf. YouTube has me banned. I don't think so. I didn't get that super chat. I think you're lying to me, Josh Denny fan. Nothing you say becomes true. You son of a bitch. Yeah, I mean, I'm really not. I'm a little too busy to. The analytics are not right. I mean, but I do. I wonder if karmic dick scabs have healed. Jesus, I don't really want to think. Would you bang Felicia? I mean, I think she's kind of pretty, to be honest with you. I got great bone structure, great hair. I mean, she's been doing road comedy for a while. So she's probably, pretty sexually proficient. So yeah, I mean, can you sing? That's a super chat, Dominic. I mean, come on. What am I, a song and dance man? I mean, I've done an hour plus stream for $5 and you guys want more free entertainment. You want me to sing All Hell's Breaking Loose. Thank you, Bama Dave. Are you from Alabama? I've got to watch out for anyone in the stream from Alabama. There may be some moles in the stream. Street Hustler comes up to me one day while I'm minding my own business. He looks me up, he looks me down and says, hey man, what be this? And what be that? And why do you gotta look like that? I just looked at him and I kind of laughed and said, hey man, that ain't cool. I had to breathe. All hell's breaking loose. Hey, hey, have you heard the word? All hell's breaking loose. Day and night, every night and day. All hell's breaking loose. We ain't always winners, but this is a life we choose, and we won't change or rearrange. We ain't ever gonna lose. Ain't always easy when the going gets tough. And then I forgot the rest, to be honest with you. So thank you, Dominic, for the money, honey. We'll do a few more minutes. I'm just chilling right now. Let me check my email. I don't have a producer, so I'm going to check my email while I can. Gully, you might be new to the stream. Excuse me. But whenever someone sends me money, I do the ray gun treatment. Diddly doo 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 doo. Diddly doo 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 doo. She always down and diddly doo 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 doo. Parasite baby. Doo 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 doo. Diddly doo 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 doo. Diddly doo 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 doo. I don't know the words to that, TB. I'm sorry. I'm new to your lives, but not your work. Okay, well, I've been, trying to crack this fucking algorithm. I've been doing lives more than ever, and my numbers sunk like a rock. It seems the majority of views come from shorts, but the majority of new subscribers come from lives. So I'm trying to find that happy medium, I guess. Well, I don't understand the algorithm, to be honest with you, but let's be honest, YouTube don't give a shit if I understand it or not. So, I'm just trying to hit it from all angles, shorts, live every day, maybe a long 2 to 3 minute video, but those do the worst for me. Obviously, I'm not streaming for money. I don't know if I would say I was popular, but obviously, maybe it's not obvious at all. I'm trying to blow up on YouTube so you people come to comedy shows. I don't really care about the money per se, but it's nice to get paid and whatnot. But it's embarrassing, to be honest with you. Unban Josh Denny. Well, Kevin Brennan also has about 700 people in his stream. Tonight we had at the peak 50, which is a lot for me. So, I'm just trying to improve a little bit, and then hopefully and it's hard to do it like I'm doing it. I'm not sniping other people's shows. I'm not talking about fucking Karmic X shooting loads on Kratom. I'm not talking about, you know, Ray DeVito and Hope Gutierrez and all these other fucking losers. I'm definitely doing it out of the box. Essentially what I'm trying to do is say, hey, if you don't like listening to all that shit, come into Earl's stream. So, yeah, that's the thing. Once you get your angle and you're consistent, you can do pretty well for yourself. So, okay, Bama Dave, nice to meet you. Have you considered quietly eating crackers while just staring at us? Seems to help. That's a fact, Jack. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow when I'm on MLC. My return to MLC, I've been told we're talking football. If we start talking about someone shooting loads on Kratom, I'm just going to hit delete. Who wins? Seahawks, Steelers. It's in Pittsburgh. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. Rodgers looks good. Steelers have a great three-headed monster at the tight end, which Rodgers loves. And the Steeler receivers outside of Metcalf looked good. And a hi-fi protege at $1, just $1, just saying, hey, man, here's the money, honey. Well, the thing is, I don't really think I'm a great guest on MLC anymore because I just have no interest in talking about those guys. So, that's why I only come on for about 20 minutes, just because I can't do the 3-hour streams. One, I'm not getting paid. I've never been paid $1 to be on MLC. So it's a little discouraging, or whatever you want to call it, that Hope Gutierrez makes money and I don't. The ghost of Charlie Kirk is haunting me. All right, I don't know about that. Wasteland, you better work on that one. No, not really. I know it was a popular episode. I had one of the better roasters from Japan message me, the girl. I think the girl who we judged her battle, she's really funny. And then someone from Barcelona challenged me to come to Barcelona to battle them. You got to be fucking kidding me. You want me to get on a plane, fly 12 hours to do a roast battle against someone who nobody knows? I'm unknown, but I'm more known than that person. No thank. Hans Kim will not last 2 seconds against me. This ain't Kill Tony when you're roast battling Daddy. Are you kids? Oh wow. Well, I mean, Red Band. Yeah, but he's just fucking around doing that thing. So I'm gonna go to the gym. Thank you guys for a very nice stream. You know, kind of popular tonight. So we'll stream about the same time tomorrow night, about 8 to 9 p.m. my time. Earl Skakel, over and out.